She'll be releasing her debut EP in April, and she's joining us here in the studio. Madi Rindge is spilling all the secrets right after this.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hi, AfterBuzzers. I'm your host, Amy Cassandra Martinez, and you are watching Mini Spotlight, where we highlight rising stars in music, TV, and film. You can find me on all social media at Amy Cassandra MTZ, and I am joined by Madi Rindge. Hi.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Welcome. Before we fully get started into this awesome conversation, I mean, we already started before, but cameras weren't rolling yet. We'll save some of that for you guys. Tell everyone where they can find you.
So my name is Madi Rindge. You can find me on all the social medias. I'm a big Instagram user, but Spotify, SoundCloud, Facebook, Twitter, all the places.
Dang, girl, you're everywhere.
I try.
Quick, unrelated question. Are you on Snapchat as well?
I am, yeah.
Did the update affect you?
Yeah, not a fan. Yeah, I was like, a lot of my friends were deleting their accounts.
Yeah.
And yeah.
This is a big deal in social media, guys. Yeah. If you have Snapchat, you understand. Mm-hmm. Okay, moving on from that tragic incident. I want to talk about, obviously, your music. So, what was the first memory you have of singing, and what song?
Honestly, I was like 2 or 3 when I started singing.
Yeah.
I do remember it was at a party, some like holiday party, and I was like, I think about 3 years old or something. Went on stage and started singing Wheels on the Bus, like just forever.
That's a good first song.
Yeah, and like had all the other children like come on stage and join me, and it became like this choir of like, it was so funny.
Oh my gosh, that's like having your first concert.
Yeah.
What was
like 3.
How did, 3.
My parents had to like come up on stage, like, okay, like let's go, and I was like, no, I want to keep singing Wheels on the Bus.
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
Yes. Yeah, a time.
And that's when it all started. At what point were you like, okay, this is what I want to do forever?
I think it was in middle school when I sort of opted myself into different choirs and a cappella groups, and I started auditioning for different solos and was like getting them and realized it was really fun, and it felt like a challenge. Like I was putting myself in like a, like sort of scary position, like singing in front of a ton of people. But it felt like a good challenge, and every time I finished, I like wanted to do it again. So I just realized I was like, okay, this is like more than just a passion, I think.
Well, for sure. If it feels like it's not work or like not like a job, then you're like, I could do this forever. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Who would you say inspires you the most as far as artists go?
I think it changes all the time. I remember as a kid, I was obsessed with Christina Aguilera.
Oh,
like on repeat, back to basics.
Yeah.
Yes.
But which song?
Oof. I know. Oh my God, there's so many.
I know.
Do you have a favorite one?
No, girl. No.
There's so many. Like, I would listen to the album top to bottom, like on repeat on road trips and stuff like that.
So you got to the point where you knew the order.
Oh yeah.
Of the song.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah,
the best.
Definitely. I haven't listened to it in a while though. I feel like I have to go back.
Go back to your roots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lately though, I've been like super into like SZA, S.G. Lewis, Marky Basie, Kehlani, lots of people like that. A little bit more like under the radar.
Under the radar.
Yeah.
How would you describe your sound exactly?
I mean, I would say it's pop soul.
Pop soul.
So, yeah, combination of the two. Pop soul.
Now, when you're at home, I mean, I think a lot of us, I actually have never done this, but a lot of people sing in the shower or sing in the car.
Oh, yeah.
We see you guys. We see you. When you're not, like getting ready for a performance or, singing in the studio, when are you singing?
Honestly, I'm singing all the time.
Do you just
like literally all the like on the street, walking to Starbucks or going to wherever my car, and like half the time I don't even realize, and I think my friends are always like, all right, you've been singing like a lot. I think I try to surround myself with other musicians who are like, oh yeah, like I'll sing with you.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
Do you sing your songs? Do you sing artist songs, or do you like make up songs?
I think it depends. For the most part, whatever's stuck in my head from listening to Spotify in the car or the radio or whatever. But sometimes I'll just like be joking around and like be like, okay, going to the car.
Okay,
you know
cool.
What I mean? Like,
yeah. Because I feel like a lot of singers do that. I think a lot of people that are creative people do that. And if you don't do it,
at least,
funny. Yeah. If people don't know that that's what you're doing, they kind of stare at you, and it's just like, what are you doing? I'm having fun, guys. Like, calm down.
Yeah.
What would you say has been the most rewarding part of like everything you've done so far?
Honestly, it's super exciting. Like, I'm writing and recording all the time and working with different people and co-producing and whatever. And whenever I am able to finally release a new song, it feels so good. I'm always just so excited. Like, I've been releasing a series of singles on the 1st of each month, like to prep the EP release. And so just whenever I release another single, I'm like, yes, it's out in the world. Like, my hard work is there, and hopefully people, vibe with it.
Yeah.
So.
And now I always like asking artists this: when you write a song and you sing it, you record it, it's out in the world, do you have like scenarios where you think this is the right time to listen to it? Like, Taylor Swift had Shake It Off.
Yeah.
She wanted people to have it at their weddings. It's like, that's that kind of song that you play.
Yeah.
Where would you think people would listen? Like, if you have an idea.
Interesting. I think I have a handful of songs that I would probably play, like, in the summertime.
Okay.
Like, the ones that I've been writing. And then some other songs, like, the past couple of them that I've released, I feel like are a little bit more, like, don't mess with me, like, I'm out with my girls, like, whatever it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So just different vibes, for sure.
That's fun.
Yeah.
What do you like to do when you're not singing, when you're not writing, when you're not co-producing? Like, girl, you do it all. That's amazing.
It's like my life. I love traveling. I absolutely love traveling. Yeah, I've been to a handful of places. I went to NYU. So through NYU, I was able to study abroad in Paris and live there for 6 months. And then while I was there, like, sorry, good job. Amazing. Thanks. And then while I was there, I was able to go to like Italy and Brussels and Germany and like all the different places. So traveling and just experiencing new cultures, that's just always really cool and exciting. And I think it makes you appreciate what you have, or at least also open you up to different cultures, and like, oh, like, if you're not liking this thing, there are tons of others. Like, maybe you fit better in a different country or city.
That's
or,
true.
You know what I mean?
Well, I must think that also influences your style of writing and your sound as well. How do you think that's affected your current songs now?
I think, every time you travel, like, in Berlin, they have, like, a huge, like, house music, EDM culture. And just being there is like, you see everyone really vibing with that. And in Paris, it's different. And in Spain, it's different. And so sometimes I'll go to a different country, like, whatever, if I've been to Spain, and when you're there, you just, like, get a vibe, and you're like, oh, I want to create something with, like, this type of feel.
Like the castanets.
Yeah.
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 That must be so inspiring.
It's really cool, yeah.
Yeah. When you start writing a song, is it like, I got this all up here, just need to put it on paper, or is it like random, like a tree? Oh my gosh, that really inspired me to write this. How does that process work for you?
It really varies. A lot of times, I feel like my best work, though, comes when I'm feeling a certain way, or if I'm, like, anxious or frustrated or super excited about something, and, like, I'm like, okay, I have this concept. I'll sit down at the piano, start playing some chords, start humming some melodies, and then be like, okay, I want to say this thing. And then I'll fit it into a song and write it right there. Sometimes I'll come back to it and fix a verse or change one line or something like that, and then from there I'll go and produce it. But then other times, like, if you're writing with someone else, you're like, okay, let's meet at 1 o'clock. Like, you don't necessarily are, like, super creative at that second. Or, like, you're not like, oh, I have this, so I'll bring ideas with me that we can go off of. Or if you're writing with someone else, they have ideas too, and it sort of can just change the process that way.
It's just like melding the two.
Yeah.
Into making something really cool.
Yeah. I really do like working with other people, though. It's fun.
Yeah?
You get, like, an energy, and it almost feels like you're dating. Like, the first time you meet, you're like, okay, so, what's your life like? Have you been heartbroken? Or who are you, like, what's your story? And then you're like, oh, that's interesting. I mean, I'm sorry, but let's write about that.
Wow.
You know, like, oh, you were just heartbroken. I'm so sorry, but that would be a great topic.
song right there. Thank you for sharing. Who would you love to work with? And you can name as many as you like.
I think a lot of the people I've been listening to now, so Marky Basie, SZA, S.G. Lewis, there's so many incredible artists. Right now I've been really into like the alt R&B space. So like, I don't know if you know Sabrina Claudio, Daniel Caesar. They're incredible. Like just absolutely incredible. Some of the best live shows I've ever seen are from them.
What I love about the state of, our music now is that there's so many different ways to consume it.
Yeah.
So it's like you can turn on Spotify and just explore there.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm hoping that people are exploring and finding you that way. There's so many different ways to find you. You have the EP coming out. Briefly tell people where they can find it and what that's all about.
So my EP is, which is essentially like a small album, is coming out April 1st, April Fool's Day.
But it's not a joke. It's
not
for
a joke.
real.
And I've been releasing a new single on the 1st of each month since November. November 1st, December 1st, January, February, March, and then April 1st is when the whole project comes out. I post a bunch of clips on Instagram and Facebook, but they're all, like, the full songs are on Spotify, SoundCloud, Amazon, Google Play, like all the places. So I'm super excited.
We're so excited for April. Thank you so much for talking to us. If you could tell everyone where they can find you on social media, and guys, just follow her.
So again, my name's Madi Rindge, MADIRINDGE, and that's like on everything. You can type it in Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, all the places. Yeah.
Yay! So easy to find you and listen to your amazing music.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I'm your host, Amy Cassandra Martinez, and you can find me on all social media at Amy Cassandra MTC. See you guys next time.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Bye.